Fuck that up. Welcome back to the Reggies. Sitting here with two blokes and one wiring in remotely from Brizzy, who could have been anything, but we decided to have fun instead. Have you got us, Tom?
Yeah, mate, I've got yours. It's my first wiring yarn.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nervous, boys. I'm shitting bricks, but I'll get it done.
The big digital.
Shit,
I'll just turn up and yarn.
Anywhere, anytime.
That's right, mate. I'm a portable cunt now. I'll fucking yarn from anywhere.
Beautiful. Hey, boys, this is our last show with our current format. How's that? Next week will be the first week of our 2 episodes per
Fucking
week.
exciting
So
stuff, isn't it?
splitting the show in half, like we've said. The Reggies will be now coming to you on Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings. We'll have our sports show Wednesday mornings and our horse racing special on Friday mornings in the new studio. It's fucking going to be prime. We'll get into that soon. Also coming up today, we've obviously got a massive recap of the cricket. Test cricket at its finest. Both here in Australia and in India on Sunday. Shamar Joseph, Tom Hartley, take a bow. Aussie Open tennis finals, they were unreal. We got more history was made there as well, not in a good way. The NFL Super Bowl set was a big week on the punt for our listeners if they followed, not us, but if they followed the old boys. And potentially another big week coming up with Tom's fortune cookie experience. Let's fucking get into it. Tommy, you're down south with the missus in the big smoke, no kids, sleep-ins, heaps of rootin', no doubt. Fucking how is it?
Yeah, none of the last bit because she's checked in for a bit of surgery, mate. But it's been great. I was at the mall today for a few hours just watching peak hour trippers, and I always enjoy that. One of my great pastimes. You know, the missus and I separate. She shops, and I just fucking watch weirdos.
You're a big people watcher, aren't you?
Yeah, mate, I love it. So that's what I've been sort of getting stuck into. Bumped into a couple of mad Uber drivers. Went to Moo Moo's last night and got fucking wined and dined.
Is there one in Briz as well?
Yeah, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
prime.
Tell you what, every fucker who owns a restaurant should book in and take a notepad and write down how people should be served, because I reckon they were a bee's dick off bringing a banana leaf out and waving it on me.
Yeah, but you're paying hundreds of dollars. You're not paying $20 at the pub.
It's fucking nice, mate.
Great
it's
service.
Just nice to just for some cunt to do their job like they should do, because not many of them are out there.
Yeah, that's
anyway,
true. They would get
sure.
paid. They'd get paid a good quid there because obviously, yeah, it's nice and expensive.
Boy,
So
Gropes, I'll tell you what, the service was that good, mate. Guess what I did?
you didn't tip. You
Yep,
tipped
I
them.
did.
Oh,
Yep.
well
Wow.
done. You got to. You
generous.
got to at those places, eh?
Mate, I tipped the waiter just because I was just like, you know what? That was above and beyond service, and I really appreciated it.
Yeah.
So, got the checkbook out. The vibes were high. Yeah, here till next week, boys. So, yeah, keen to see what Brizzy's got to offer.
Yeah.
but
So
good
what's
start.
going to happen is the first of the split shows. You're not going to be here for the Wednesday morning sports show, so we didn't want to unveil the new studio and have the big here's the new studio without you, because we
Yeah,
just
appreciate
can't.
it,
We
mate.
can't do it. So we're going to do the first of our episodes next week, still here, and then the punt show, the horse racing show next Friday morning is going to be in the new fucking set.
You've got to be here to pop its cherry, Tom.
Yeah.
Mate, it makes so much sense the way we're splitting these shows up, and with the new set, it's exciting times, and it's going to be a big year for the Reggies.
Huge
Bloody
year.
oath. It's going to be awesome. Hey, there was plenty happening as per usual, as there is most weeks in the RRLC. Had the Gabba test match, Jace. You went down there with the
did.
family, caught up with a
That's
heap
right.
of Reggies. You met Gilly, as in our Gilly, not the
Jake.
former Australian
Yep.
test wicketkeeper. But I saw a post from a bloke, Brendan Crosswell is his name, I think, saying that he walked past Adam Gilchrist, right?
Oh, yeah.
And he saw the baggy reg and he said, "Hey, good podcast."
True.
Yeah, so that is unreal. Literally my childhood hero.
He knows who you are.
Like so many others around our age would have been that would have been their heroes
Do you
as well.
reckon it's...
But he saw the Reg and he said, "Hey, good podcast."
It's definitely not
Oh.
because Jake is his nephew. It's because
Fuck
he
no.
is a weekly listener.
Yeah,
He would have just stumbled across it naturally for sure.
yeah.
100%. He probably bought one, actually, and he's got it up there on the shelf with his actual baggy
With his
green.
baggy green,
I
yeah.
reckon he would have went swimming for his too.
Yeah,
hell.
Jake Gilchrist, our Gilly, mate, when I introduced him to Pedro and a few family and friends, and that was my first time meeting him in person as well, and we had to ask him, "Are you sure Adam's not your dad?" 'Cause fuck, they look alike, man.
I know. All their facial features and everything is
100%.
just exactly
Way he
the same.
talks too. It's wild, man.
Big
wild.
set of listeners on him or what?
Yeah. He's getting a few more channels on those puppies.
Fucking
Maybe,
oath, yeah.
maybe they didn't mean to listen. They just heard it through the waves.
Just overheard it.
They just
Nah, that
heard,
is-
they
that
just
is
hear
cool,
every
like-
podcast.
Everyone who's half into cricket, mate, knows Gilly. If you don't, give yourself an uppercut. He
Yeah.
is one of the goats.
Well-known last name.
Yeah, awesome few days, but down
Great few days.
Yeah.
It was an early one, Friday. We got on the road by about 3 a.m.
there. Yeah.
So pretty well, just business was just straight to the Pineapple, which I've never been to before and really heard of, but it was fucking pumping, man.
Yeah, when you
Everyone-
said that on the Friday, I was like, where's this?
Yeah, so it's just down the road from the Gabba.
Yeah.
And it is huge. There's like 3-4 bars in there, and it just got a reno, I'm pretty sure. But, mate, it was absolutely pumping. The vibe in there building up, and apparently it's meant to be the Gabba's version of like the Caxton.
Yeah,
so before
righto.
cricket and AFL, they just pile into there. But it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, fucking oath. Well, I did see you had a good time when I was reconciling the accounts on
Yes.
Monday.
Yeah, we definitely splurged a bit.
Yeah,
Nah,
bloody
cricket
oath.
as well. That was, it was stinking hot. Humid.
Yeah.
But the beers were going down nicely. We
Yeah.
had a good spot, good seats. Look, the Aussies' performance didn't
No,
make the
yeah.
day any worse. And
Well,
Dampener.
what were they? 4 for 20?
yeah,
at
when we
one
went
point.
into tea break, it was 4 for 24 or something.
Yeah.
Going, this isn't looking good. Because I was hoping get out there, rip through the tail enders, and then I went, this is going a bit too long.
I
for
think
my
I
liking.
half fucked us because I was like, boys, if these two tail enders are putting runs on, it is an absolute road. We'll make
Yeah.
600.
Our 2 wickets were runouts.
yeah.
Because he got, I can't remember who it was, but he got 50.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
he got stumped. But, nah, awesome day.
Yeah.
And we got to meet up with some fucking amazing Reggie blokes.
Yeah, that's
At
the
the
best
innings
bit. I
break.
saw there was a crewies there that got a photo and that.
Yeah.
The old, I had to laugh at the first shirt there that I see, other than you,
Yeah.
was old mate wearing an I love boobs shirt.
Kept it simple, but it drew a lot of attention.
Yeah, oh,
It's a
really?
conversation starter. It's like people
Well, it
walking past
was-
going, me too.
Was Jackson Rush there?
No, I didn't see old Jackson slow, actually.
You're joking.
We'll have to
Nah.
give old Slowy an update because I'm actually booked in on Tuesday at the tattoo shop.
Bullshit.
True, you're getting it done.
I'm getting a yabby pump on my right bicep on the inside to
Fuck yeah.
just feed cluts with, and on the ankle on the bottom, I'm getting the.
Oh, no.
We just lost him.
We've lost him.
Bit of lag.
We've lost him, but I think he was about to say that we're getting the Queensland with the we get it
We get it.
underneath. We'll work on that. She's all right. We'll keep going. But Michael Staples.
Oh, we're back on. I've
Oh,
got-
we're
Here he
back.
is.
He's back on. Here he is.
I'm back.
He's lost. He's fucking unplugged his Ethernet cable or something.
Oh, just the Wi-Fi fucks up, caliber of the common cunt. all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Mate, our fucking Wi-Fi and just general phone service in this country, I've blown up about that on a previous
Oh.
episode, so we won't get into that.
How can you drive just quickly from CQ to Brisbane, just along the coast? It's not like we're in the middle of bumfuck,
Are you about
middle
to
of
say this?
Australia, and you just have no service at all. Like,
Ah!
carry on.
This big cunt blew up about
I
that
might have blown
in
up
past
about
episodes.
this.
And I'll agree, because I did that trip, and you don't even bother going on your phone.
Oh,
It's like,
you weren't here. That was while you were on your break. Yeah, I went down there, tried to do some work, got the missus to drive, and just nothing. Just, I don't
just
get it.
trees.
Every other country I've been to a fair few, and there's 5G wherever you go. Anyway.
Not the smoothest highway either.
Oh,
You might
yeah.
have to have a word to him, Big G.
Yeah, have a word to the council and the government.
Yeah, right.
Fix
The
your
G
shit.
wants more G's. In
I
Outback.
can't. I had an in there with the old premier, but I haven't met this new one yet.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Anastasia's
Fair
not in there
enough, mate.
anymore.
No, she's left. But yeah, Michael Staples, I think.
On paperclip.
He's
I couldn't
he's
help
India.
myself.
He's India because
Is
he
he?
reckons that the reason we lost is because you were rocking Birkenstocks and shin bashing denim
I
shorts.
did see a bit of critiquing for that, and I'll just stand up quick.
Well,
Yeah, I know that they're not shin hitters. They're definitely knee
This is
slappers.
a different
where
pair,
do you
but
call
they're not
shin? Where do you call shin? 'Cause if he
past
stands
the
up-
knee bone.
Oh,
I'd say.
fucking you're
Look,
teetering.
if I fucking want to rock shin bashes, I'll rock shin bashes.
Well, that's
Hey,
right.
that's-
'cause-
Burks.
Yeah.
You can rip
He's
into
just-
me all you want about that, but they are comfy and they are molded to my feet. So, and they got character. They'll tell a fucking yarn.
They
And,
do. You do actually just cop the Burks, don't you?
You gotta.
You don't even argue. You just go.
I don't
"Yep."
like having something between my fucking toe.
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
like
sucking
wearing
a
the
dick in
thongs.
public. If you like it, you're going to do it, but people are going to give you shit.
Yep, you got to wear it. I wouldn't. Good analogy, but
Oh, that was good.
yeah, I don't think you can blame the loss on it. But if that
Nah,
makes you feel better,
like
old
you probably
Staples.
look. You probably
gotta blame
can't, but
something,
we
though.
will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Australia being below par.
We won't blame just an absolute
one-off
freak.
game.
No, not at all.
Won't blame a freak performance
Yeah,
or anything like that.
and sniff for captain of the week performance.
Yeah,
We'll blame
yeah.
my shin bashes and Burks. I'll take it.
Hey boys, this is not an ad because the ad's coming up. Don't worry. But how good are the Reggies jocks?
Oh,
The
unreal.
new Reggies jocks, mate. We've got him on board. I'm going to do a clip out of this so that you can actually see the word Reggies on the waistband. How fucking good is it? He just
Mate, yeah.
he pretty much just got with all the new stuff out these days, everyone's they're shoving these bamboo things down your neck and
Ah.
they're $40 a pair, mate.
Ridiculously overpriced.
You're gonna get if you want to get 12 pairs of these, it'll cost you $99.
And that's
And
without
they're proper cotton. They mould you, and they've got Reggies on the waistband.
the best part of it.
Stop it.
My logic is you could be wearing your baggy reg and you moor your shirt.
Mm.
And when the night winds down and you still want to be representing this great show, put your fucking jocks on.
Well,
Yeah,
or
boys,
keep
don't
or
think
keep
we
them on.
just signed
Yeah.
up without trying these things. Like they cradled my twig and berries the other day when they sent a couple of pairs out. I wore them around all day, just sooling, getting stuck into my work. Got home, dropped them. The missus was like a lion on the baby wildebeest. I said, I'm not a piece of meat. So they go well. They're good.
They
jocks.
do.
Yeah.
Even
I'd rate them.
the hot, sweaty day of the cricket on Friday, I had him cradling me junk and very comfortable,
Yeah.
mate. And
You don't-
durable.
And they're only in black too, because at the end of the day, what do you do when you? This is going to go on for ages now, but I
Yeah.
swear to God, it's not an ad.
Nice segue.
We're going into your fucking jock's drawer. Who do you look and go? Oh, maybe that one, maybe those ones. Nah, you just grab a pair and you
Yeah.
put the fucking things.
I'll
on,
look
don't
if there's
ya?
a big hole in the middle of them. That's
If I'm
about
going to
it.
be honest, I shuffle through the ones I should have thrown out 4 years ago.
Exactly.
All the ones that are intact, I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. You might have to pick a nice shirt and a nice pair of pants, but you just fucking
Yeah.
throw a pair of jocks on.
Yeah.
Chuck the Reggies
Anyway,
on, boys. They'll
chuck
look
the
after
Reggies
you.
on. Righto.
Where
Anyway.
they fucking go to get them, Groper?
Oh, you just go to reggiesunderwear.com.au, but they'll hear that because there's an ad coming up for them. But this was just a little
This isn't
plug
an
for 'em.
ad. This was just
But yeah,
showing
go to
us.
reggiesunderwear.com.au. Reggie20, you'll get 20% off.
Oh.
How good's that?
On top
So
of
they,
already cheap undies.
they won't cost you $99. They'll cost you 72
Do the math.
ish, 71. Anyway, let's move on, We'll get into our sport work. We'll start with the obvious, boys. Test cricket is alive and well. 2 cracking games. Finished up on Sunday. Shamar Joseph and the West Indies with one of their greatest test victories of all time at the Gabba. That was unbelievable to see. What a performance. I think 7 for 68. Copped a bit of tap, but it doesn't matter when you bowl absolute seeds all day.
Oh,
Some of those
fast and
fucking
seeds.
deliveries were so good. None the least the one to Hazelwood to finish it was
Yeah.
just a
Oh,
peach,
wasn't that
mate.
just
That was
a
a fucking seed.
fucking nut?
Most left-handed top order batsmen are probably not getting near that.
No way.
So, and heat, man. He was bowling like high 140s.
Consistent. At the end of a spell, his toe's about to fall off.
Yeah,
He's consistently bowling high 140s. That's not a fucking easy task.
Yeah. He's come out and said no amount of money will stop him from playing Test cricket for his country. So I hope that he sticks
Fucking
with that
good on him.
because he fucking. That's what's happened to a lot of them, eh? They've all gone the T20 route on the circuit. And, yeah, look, at the end of the day, Cricket Australia pay our boys well to play for Australia, but the West Indies Cricket Board don't have the money that we have, so they can't afford to pay their players as much as we do. But hopefully with something like this, it can generate some money and, they can pay them a bit more and keep them in the Test game because those 4 days, shits all over any T20 game I've ever watched.
100%.
You know what I mean? That was proper Test cricket, contest the whole time between bat and ball. Well done to the curator.
At the very end.
Yeah,
Well done to the curator. That was a great pitch.
it was.
In saying that before, like saying good on him for what he said, I still wouldn't blame him if they didn't change things and pay him more if he did choose to, follow that route of T20. But you're right, man. Hopefully that win and a bit of belief there gets a few more of them keen that are at that level.
Yep.
I saw a thing and it was, not going to quote this word for word properly, but when it was like about Windies, when they're good at cricket and they're playing good cricket, it's for the greater good of cricket.
Yeah, yeah.
Like when the Windies are winning,
Yeah.
cricket is better.
Just because they're all characters, man.
They are. There's blokes doing backflips after
When
winning
those gold
wickets.
chains are bouncing from the
Yeah.
long run, cricket is better.
Well, that Cavum Hodge, I think his name was, when he's down at the stumps when they're changing the bails over, because we learned a bit about the bails because there was a bit of controversy there. A ball actually clipped the top of the bail and rolled the
spun,
bail and
yeah.
kept spinning, but it didn't fall off.
Mate, they had the scales and shit out
Yeah,
there.
they were weighing the
difference.
bails and shit.
It's wild.
And what has to happen is they got to change them and recharge the batteries every few hours. So Old Love's out there doing a bail change, and he's in the stump mic going, TV umpire to director, we have a review for a bail change.
Oh, that was good.
And fucking, yeah, just characters, eh? They just
are.
love playing cricket and they just love life. So it is good to see them.
They needed that kind of boost because it's been like, it hasn't been the same since probably the 90s for the Windies, eh? So this could be a huge stepping stone to greater
Let's
things
be
for
honest,
them.
it probably won't be, but the opportunities at least
Well, when
there.
you've got how old is Shamar Joseph and he's coming out and doing that kind of
Yeah, I
shit?
know, but this is what's happened a lot
Money,
of times.
yeah.
And the money talks. So, yeah. Look, prove me wrong, Shamar. Prove me wrong. Just on the Aussies, the whole summer as a whole, I think everyone's in agreement that the batting order just was not good enough for
Nowhere near
the
par.
summer. We had just the 200s. I know Marsh made a couple of 90s there, but just the 200s. You had Warner with that 160 odd in Perth, and then Travie Head made that good 100 at the Adelaide Oval. But just the inconsistency, I suppose. Like Usman batted well. He got past 50 a heap of times, but
Just
never finished
collectively
off.
shit, eh?
Yeah.
Where's the 500 plus first innings
that's what I
total
mean.
gone? Are the pitches just better for bowling now, or
No, when we're at home, that's when you get those really comfortable innings, like you say about those 500s. And it felt like every innings we were just fighting to stay in the match.
I know, yeah.
And someone like Bison would save us, or Paddy would come out in the bowling and save us. Like across the board, you do not get a bloke like Travis Head who scores 100, and then the next match gets a king pair.
King pair.
Well,
That
you
was
say where someone's been there a lot of the times to pull us out of the shit. If someone's good enough to pull us out of a shit, if the boys are in form, there should be more than one that can fucking put a good score up
Yeah.
in an innings, right?
yeah. So yeah,
A lot of inconsistency.
Yeah, like that first innings there, we were in big shit until Carey come out and scored 60 odd off 50 balls or something.
He came
We
out
were
and slogged.
in massive shit. He was playing so well, but then we just can't seem to finish off and make that really big score.
No, and it's not like we're going to change the batting order either because those blokes have the ability to do it.
No, yeah, it's definitely not we don't need to change it.
Not at all. I think it's going to be a wake-up call because it's been a while since we've lost at home.
Well,
Paddy, I don't think has captained a loss at home.
no,
yet.
he hadn't. I think the last one would have been at the same fucking venue against India.
Yeah.
That's so strange, eh? We went decades without what was it? We didn't lose a test match at the Gabba for decades, man.
Been a fortress.
It was a proper fortress, and now we've lost two in a couple of years. So.
Yeah. I think we We talk about crowds and that and how we kind of fed Perth a bit of shit for crowds. That crowd on day 2 was unreal.
Day 1 and 2, unreal.
Packed to the brim. But
Yeah.
and you can blame it on weather and the rain and the heat and humidity, but it was pretty piss poor on day 3 and 4.
I would have thought that it would have gotten better because it was the weekend.
So did I. I thought if this is the Friday and it's Australia Day, but still day 3 and the way the game was panning out, you think blokes would show up, but no.
Definitely would have.
Obviously, losing is a part of the game, and I think it'll be interesting to see how the boys react. I expect them to come out and fucking dominate after copping a loss like that when we shouldn't. And
Yes,
100%.
If they aren't under the same thing, then I'd be fucking.
We'll probably have to wait until we've got a test series in New Zealand. We do have ODIs and T20s against the Windies as well. The first one starts Friday, but there's a heap of fresh faces. Like we got Smith and Head, they're playing. So you got Smith's going to captain, and Head will be vice captain. But then guys like Xavier Bartlett, Jake Fraser McGurk, just to name a couple, they're coming into the squad, and the whole bowling quartet is getting a spell, like from playing cricket.
We've got the skill
just for a few
cricket.
weeks. So I definitely see what you're saying there, Tom. But the whole squad's going to change, and I reckon New Zealand might be in a bit of trouble in a couple of weeks, which will be great to see over there in New Zealand.
Even though the summer at home was regardless of the 4 wins, it was still like that below par. But you got to look at in the last 12 months.
The batting was.
Yeah. In the last 12 months, we still won a Test championship.
Massive year.
Retained an Ashes and won a World Cup.
Yeah, listen to us just carrying on.
We're carrying on after one loss after West Indies just played some fucking good cricket.
Yeah, we're fucking good.
Yeah.
We set such a high expectation.
When we lose.
Yeah. I think it is.
We're passionate.
It's more just the fact that we all know that if Pakistan could catch, they probably win one of those test matches.
Easily.
And it was just the batting. The batting was not up to par, but the bowlers were elite.
Yeah.
The bowlers were unreal.
They still had, each one of them still had unreal spells.
Yeah, they won us those test series. Do you think it was weird how we went up and accepted the trophy after we'd lost and it was 1-1 in the series?
Well, yeah, it's the same thing like in the Ashes, and it's a 2-2 retainment. Obviously,
but at least
series
there's
is a different stake to it.
At least there's 5 games, though.
Yeah.
There was only 2 games. It was 1-1.
Whichever fuck ass makes the decision to have a 2-game series needs a flogging.
Yeah.
The only way Windies, they had to beat us 2-0. That's the only way
That's the only way they win. Or
yeah.
1-0 and there's a draw or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway.
we retained the Frank Worrell Trophy, which is
it would have been a weird
good,
feeling. You could tell
it was
they
a
were
weird
just like
feeling.
holding a trophy like, we just lost and it's a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
Like, yay.
I would have loved to have seen Smith carry his bat, get 100 not out, and fucking win us the game, man.
The way it was
Nearly
panned out
did.
for us to win.
Oh, it was just
Boy,
perfect.
That second last over, boys, I was sitting there just looking, going, he either goes for it and tries to get the 10 runs here and stays on strike at the end, or he, switches to strike.
Yeah.
And it was just...
He kept giving him 2 balls every over, and I was like, yep, righto, I see what you got to do there. But Stark pissed me off because he come out and just slogged.
That's what he does every time,
He
though.
looked
We
fucking
don't-
horrible.
Yeah, we don't need that at that point. You need to just hold your own.
Just give it
and
to Smith.
Yeah, let Smith bat. You face a ball or 2 and over.
Gary's
but at least he made a couple of runs. If he come out and tried a different style and got out, then he gets nothing,
Yeah, that's all he
true.
knows. And you're right. He actually had a crack and it worked for a bit.
Yeah.
It was working.
couple more swings and then we probably win.
Yeah.
But Gary
Very
was
close
unlucky.
game. It was fucking exciting coming down to the last couple of overs.
Yeah, hats off to everyone who went to the ground because you fucking saw a great day's cricket.
Yeah.
There was a couple of blokes. I got 2 private messages about this, and a bloke put it in the RLC, all different people, about putting money on the draw. And I was like, what's going on here? So I had to have a little something on the draw because I was
Squiz.
like, I got 3 messages about it. It must be, they must know something. Fucking turn it on. Not a fucking bit of rain in
There was
sight.
a slight delay on day 3.
There was
wasn't there?
massive storms in
Yeah.
the morning and shit. So I reckon they thought they were going to hang around.
Well, that's what everyone was saying to me. Oh, good luck even watching any cricket on day 2 because of the rain. So I thought too. I was like, should I put a little bit on the
Yeah.
draw? But
I
we got
got
4
it
days
at
of great
like
cricket.
$7 or something. I got the draw on Sunday morning. This was,
Yeah.
and then about half an hour into play, the draw was like $100,
Yeah,
100 to 1.
suspended.
Anyway, we'll go all right. We've got the ODIs and T20s. I'm looking forward to seeing those fresh faces. Hopefully Xavier Bartlett gets a game because he's been bowling really well for the Heat.
Yeah.
He
Hopefully
deserves
he's
one, eh?
gotten over his hangover.
Mate, if that Fraser McGurk, if he gets going, that'll be exciting because he only knows one way.
Tee off.
Right. Now, I did mention another side that may have played a great game of cricket on the weekend. The Poms boys, give them a clap. Everyone give them a clap. They deserve it. Come on, Quino. Give him a clap, mate.
Tom's not clapping.
Ollie Pope, 196 in the second innings on a raging Turner. They were 5 for 150 and still 20-odd runs behind in their second innings. Pope makes 196 and the bowlers chip in. All of a sudden, England are favourites and India needed about 220 to win on the last day. On the fourth day, Tom Hartley, I've got to hand it to him because, mate, at one stage in the first innings, he had figures of none for 50 off 5 overs. He was going at 10s and over.
Wow.
His first ball in Test cricket went for 6. And I'm just going, this poor cunt.
How's the opposites like Shamar
He
Joseph?
comes out in the second innings, takes 7 for 60, wins England the game on debut. Exact
Wow.
same situation as Shamar Joseph.
Except Shamar's first ball was a smudge wicket.
Yeah, yeah.
How was their spirit? Was it fair this game?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think the spirit was pretty fair.
That's good.
They may have,
Was there a stumping?
Ben Folkes
There
may
was-
have done something
Yeah,
very,
I don't
very,
know if that's
very controversial. Wouldn't have
very in
been
the spirit.
nothing. No one would have said anything about it if they didn't carry on.
Mate, it would have literally been nothing if it wasn't
Yeah,
for
jeez.
a while ago. Tell you what.
But yeah, I was just about to say that we can't finish on the England cricket chat on a high, so
No, we have to
let's
rip
just
into 'em.
shit all over Ben Folkes for trying that bullshit stumping. For those who haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's basically Folkes has taken the ball off a spinner, and the batsman sort of tried to play a pull shot. He stood there with his hands next to the stumps and waited for the batsman to like shuffle his feet and try and catch him with both his feet in the air at the same time.
That has to be
Like,
scummier than
That
what
is
we've
so
done.
fucking scummy. And
Wait,
then,
but that, like you said, Groper, that's just play on if they didn't fucking carry on like cockheads.
Yeah.
cheats. We got a little post actually in the RLC from a Pommy listener, and he said,
Beautiful.
you know, just on the back of the whole giving us shit chat, they're used to it because they give each other like more shit than anyone.
Yeah.
Which is true because some of their banter between the football teams and that over there is just
Oh,
fucking
right, it's
through the roof.
Yeah, the Poms
So-
are great when it comes to the lip game.
They know
Yeah,
they're
yeah. And he
Nearly
even
as good
finished
as us.
he finished it off with their, you know, you got to admit the Barmy Army and the chants and stuff are second to none, which he is right.
Yeah.
He is.
They've got
spot
us
on.
in the chant game, but hey,
For now.
Not cricket
yeah,
though.
for now.
Off the back of the whole Bairstow thing, I actually met a bloke in Brizzy on Saturday night at Lefties in Milton, and
Of course, you're at lefties with your Birks on.
I was wearing shoes actually. Fuck off. No. He's a Pom. He's from Birmingham, home of Edgbaston. So, and I just got talking to him about cricket somehow. I don't know, blind.
Because he's a Pom.
Yeah, because he's Pom, so it has been, football, cricket. And I was like, right, I've got to ask you, what is your thoughts on the whole Bairstow stumping last year? And he straight away went, nah, I don't think it was bad at all. He said a lot of the people I know also agree that it was not that bad.
Yeah, righto.
So it's
So
not
it's just
all
the
Poms that
it's
think
all
it.
just the media again.
It could just be the
hammering
media
it.
blowing it up and the
Yeah.
MCC having a cry.
They
But
did cry though and say cheats.
I think there was
Yeah,
genuine
right.
tears.
Yeah.
So, but this bloke had no problem with it.
Oh well, that's good.
So it's good to know.
So everyone who comments on our TikTok must be the only ones with problems.
They're Fox Sports burner accounts.
Boy, they're the ones that are just pumping it up. So thank you.
Yeah,
fuckheads.
thank you
Yeah,
for
no
commenting.
such thing as bad publicity.
We love it. Notice how we normally mention it on the show too. We'll never, like, I don't know about yous, but we don't reply to many comments. We just sort of let it play out and then we'll discuss it on the show.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you just fucking, like, you use all your content up in.
Take up all the content.
Replying
I don't
to
really have
comments.
time for it either. You know what I mean?
And I read them all, but I fucking read every one. So don't think you're getting missed there.
I don't, but yeah, great will.
Hey, our Aussie women. So they won their T20 series against South Africa. However, they lost game 2, which was the South African women's team's first ever victory over Australia.
True.
So well done to them. It was good to see some upsets, apart from England beating India. But it was good to see some upsets, We still won the series 2-1.
Yeah.
It's a perfect result. They get their first win. It was over there too, so
Good to see a contest.
Good to see. And the Aussie Open finals, I should say, lads. I watched them both. You had the women on centre court Saturday night. Arena Sabalenka, absolute masterclass. It was over in an hour. She just overpowered and She overpowered and just overwhelmed her opponent. The opponent was in her first Grand Slam final. It was all a bit too much for her. And just Sabalenka's class, eh? She has so much fun with her interviews, and she's just always looks happy and fun to be around. So I like
good aura about her.
Yeah, it's good to see people like that win, not like Novak. But the men's boys, what a fucking match! So thank God there was
Did
no.
you watch till the very end?
Yeah, I watched the presentation and everything.
What time did it
Holy
finish?
fuck, mate!
11 o'clock or something, Queensland time.
Yeah, cardio though.
Even I watched Gropes. I was doing something. I thought, you know what? It's the final. I'll fucking have a look. And when our mate won that set, I thought, hello, old fucking Megamind starting to slow up here. And,
He was.
Anyway, went to bed because I was like, fuck that. But I mean, that's pretty impressive that he's come through and won, man. That is massive.
Yeah, it was so you could see it. And it got to a point, I reckon, there was a point there in the 4th set where you knew that Sinner was going to win because Medvedev was fucked. What a match. I think he was up 2
Good boy
sets.
did well.
He was up. I was trying to think of a name.
I was going to say prayer.
I was sitting there and I even asked the missus, I said, what's the opposite of sin?
Deed.
So anyway.
Is Sinner the bloke who eats carrots instead of how they have, they have bananas?
Yeah.
Bit of potassium. Is he the bloke who eats a carrot instead?
I don't know.
Apparently, I read something that he eats carrots in
True.
game.
Well, there you
smack
go.
a banana down.
I
he
can't
smacks the carrot.
say I saw any carrot eating, but you fucking
It's just
might
what
be
I've
right.
heard and seen.
But big Medvedev, boys, becomes the first player in the history of the game, which is hundreds of years old, to lose 2 Grand Slam finals after being 2 sets up in them.
Lot of New South Wales about him.
2 sets to love
There's
up.
a
I
lot
should
of New
say.
South Wales about him.
Wonder if he kisses his dad too.
You'd have to. It's the only reason why you'd lose from that point. Too much lip-to-lip action with your father.
Megamind, Blue, it's all fucking making sense to me.
It does. It all makes sense. He also broke another record, fellas, and this one's not to be laughed at. Well, you can laugh, but over 24 hours he spent on the court during the 2 weeks, which is more than anyone's ever spent on the court during a major championship.
Wow.
He spent over 24 hours.
What,
He
he
just
had
kept,
heaps of 5-setters?
just kept playing 5-setters, the silly cunt.
Just win. Stop taking the fucking long road, mate.
Just win.
Just win. Get the job done.
So, look, I feel a bit bad for him, and I'm a massive Medvedev hater just because of
Isn't he
his
a big sook?
just because of his experiences in Australia. So, like we've been saying, I'll watch the Aussie Open, a bit of Wimbledon, not really into it that much. When he lost in 2022 to Nadal, he was up 2 sets to love, and he was about to break Nadal in the 3rd set. Nadal ends up massive comeback, wins in 5 sets. Medvedev not blew up, but he carried on and sucked in his after the match was over and he was doing his acceptance speech for the runners-up thing. He was not crying, but he was sooking about how, I'm going to go play heaps of tournaments in Russia and I'm not going to travel around playing all these tournaments because no one wants me to win. There was no one here cheering for me tonight. And I was like, mate, you're playing against Rafael Nadal, who the whole country, apart from Roger Federer, would possibly be the most liked international sportsman
Easily.
in Australia. Of course, no cunt. Plus, you were winning 2-0 and we love an underdog. Of course, no one was fucking cheering for you. Get over yourself, cunt.
You're the most vanilla, boring motherfucker on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
You
yeah.
have a bit of fucking go in you, or a bit of something interesting, especially if you play tennis. For normal Aussies to be like, yeah, can't.
Did he think that
Yeah.
complaining by that people were going to go, oh, fuck,
Oh.
I should cheer for him a bit more. They would have went, fuck off, sook. You're
Yeah.
not hitting an inch
Pretty
from
much.
us.
Bring your violin, Megamind.
Yeah, pretty much that's what he copped. But I will give it to him. His speech for losing again was awesome.
Really?
Like, yeah, just full
Graceful
of
in defeat.
full of
That's
yeah,
good.
100%. He learnt his lesson, the big fella.
Good on you, mate.
Yeah, it was good, and you can always like, yeah, no, I don't know, not myself, but you could see that people definitely would have been getting a little tear in the eye, you know, because he was
Yeah.
like talking to his wife and kid that were back in Russia and saying, you know, I couldn't get it done for you guys this time, but next time I'll try harder and shit like that. So good on him.
And look, he'd
learned
still
his
be
lesson.
wiping his dot with hundreds. Like the runner-up would
Oh,
still just
man.
clean up.
Yeah.
Is that the first time in how many years since it's been the big three in the final?
Yeah, so it was
One
the
of the big
first
three.
time since 2005 that Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic wasn't in the final.
Fuck me.
That's
I'm
almost-
only 2 years older than
That's
that
almost
record.
20 years.
That is wild.
So that final in 05 was Marat Safin versus Leighton Hewitt. And that was the last time that it wasn't, either Federer, Nadal, or Djokovic in the Aussie Open final.
That's insane.
Like one of them. They played other people,
Yeah.
but just one of them in
Sign
there.
of the times.
Yeah, well,
the big three
hopefully,
done.
surely the Joker doesn't win anymore. I'm just sick of him getting further in front of Federer now that Federer's retired. But Nadal will play the French Open, probably win it again, as he does.
I'll
most
watch
years.
heaps of that.
Yeah. Righto, fuckhead.
Actually, me too. I'll be all over it.
The time zones and everything.
We won something though, boys. Ebden and Bapara won the men's doubles final.
Aussies.
I sat there, watched that as well. That was awesome. Ebden's been an iconic doubles player for Australia. And Bapara became the oldest player ever to win a fucking Grand Slam.
How old was
good's
he?
that? 43.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, doubles is a different game. You don't need as much mobility and like speed and shit because obviously there's two
You got
of
an
you.
old mate doing it for you.
Yeah. So awesome. It was fucking great. They loved it.
That is prime.
And obviously an Aussie won it as well. So
We love watching Aussies win.
Yeah.
I don't care
Boy,
what
surely
sport
a
it is.
Reggie created doubles, boys.
They'd
A
have
Reggie
to.
would have went, you know what? Fuck this running bus. Let's just stand and deliver. Two cunts on the court. That's a Reggie move. 100%.
I don't want to
Fucking
go
oath.
up to the net. You do it for me.
Bapara had the Reggie rig on him too because he was 43.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
had the
all
little-
about it.
He had the little sump. Yeah, fucking oath. That's a great
Bit
call.
of teamwork.
Fuck
Fucking
Yeah, a bit of
blowing up at each
camaraderie.
other. That was yours, cunt.
Yeah. There's not much of that, surprisingly. It's more like unlucky.
Let's make a solo sport a team sport because I don't want to run.
Let's turn this Reggie because it's very A grade.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. I don't think there'd be too many after beers after a match when you've won. Well, after you've
Yeah.
lost, obviously, but if you've won, you got another one in 2 days. There'd be no fucking.
Do they sell beers inside the stadium?
Yeah, you see people drinking them.
Yeah,
all the
They
time.
drink about six different fucking mouthful of 6 different drinks before every
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Fucking, I would too. Some of those matches go for 5 hours, man.
They're
Or
on vodka
longer.
Red Bull by the end of the night.
There's been a few good clips get around of people necking beers in the crowd, actually, when the camera goes on them.
Oh, true.
Yeah, at the
Boy, did
tennis.
Kingy go for a look, Groper?
Don't know if he went this year, but he has in the
Yeah,
past, yeah.
My
Said it's unreal.
oldest brother, Jaden, he came to the cricket on Friday. He lives in Melbourne and then came up to the cricket on Friday, flew back Saturday morning, went to the women's and the men's final.
Did he go to, how'd he get tickets for that? That is fucking
broke the
awesome.
bank.
Yeah, I bet, because that men's final's fucking dear.
Yeah. But
So,
he's
boys,
fucking
you know
got it
Jace
good.
from the Reggies?
Oh, that's what he did. Yeah.
He just wore his reg and they went, come on through.
Sat him next to Rod Laver.
He lives in the prime spot. It's right next to the G, Amy
Yeah.
Park, Rod Laver, all that.
I've seen a
so-
picture of the view from his fucking apartment.
He'd just walk 100 meters and he's there.
Yeah. That whole complex is sick. How it's
Yeah.
got Amy Park, fucking the tennis, the MCG, everything's sort of in the one.
Yeah, it's literally like a full
one
complex.
area. It's unreal. So yeah, well done to there. Tennis is over. Australian Open's over again for another year. And now maths is on. So that's great.
Yes.
The Super Bowl's set, boys, and get ready to see Taylor Swift all over the screen.
Heaps of Tay-Tay.
Because Kansas City beat the Baltimore Ravens on Monday morning. I had a great weekend of watching because we had an RDO Monday, and I went, you know what? I'm going to watch both of these games because they were on back-to-back. The NFC and AFC championships.
They were, yeah.
What do they actually stand for, those acronyms? What's
Football
AFC
Championship,
and NFC
something?
stand for?
American Football Championship, surely.
And then
National Football Championship.
National,
Yeah, that's it.
righto, because that's not the same thing. So I reckon Baltimore lost the game. Not like I know they did. Sorry.
Cheers.
They
They first.
they lost it rather than Kansas City winning is what I meant.
I get what you
They
mean.
fucked up so many times. They dropped it a yard out. So dropping the ball is like the cardinal sin in NFL because you know when we drop it in a game of league and it's just a scrum and it's fucking
Yeah.
it's not a big deal. You drop it there, you're just not supposed to ever drop it. He's tried to like reach out and break the plane of the touchline, the end zone, sorry, and instead of just holding it, getting tackled a yard out and going again, he's tried to reach out, got it knocked out of his hand, ends up being a turnover.
So was that fourth down?
It was fourth quarter though.
Oh.
And then old mate's thrown a fucking intercept in the end zone, like he's gone for the touchdown.
I did see that.
Intercept, and they gave away so many penalties, like
Jackson.
roughing, like
Yeah,
just being too
flags.
aggressive.
Yep.
So they only lost by 7, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah.
that was-
So fuck, man, I reckon they've thrown that away.
Touchdownless second half, I'm pretty sure.
And then the other game was the Detroit Lions up against the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep.
All game, I'm going, why the fuck are they called a number? Why are they the 49ers?
It's, well, you see it a lot. Like basketball, there's Philadelphia 76ers.
76ers, yeah.
There's
So,
some significance behind it.
I've looked it up, boys,
So the year they're established.
because we fucking do our research thoroughly here at the Reggies.
We don't just assume shit ever.
And
Yeah.
No, what's happened? We don't. Yeah, nice. No, what's happened is I asked one of the listeners who's a 49ers fan.
Oh, there you go.
So explain it to me. It's because, where is it? It's something to do with the 1849 gold rush when everyone went to California for some gold rush. That's
Yeah,
where
right.
it comes from. There's obviously, it's more elaborate than that. But yeah, it's got something to do with the 1849 gold rush. They actually, this part was prime, and they might be my new favourite team. They actually have a mascot called Sourdough Sam, and he looks like the gold miner from the Where's the Gold Pokey.
Oh, yes.
So,
Gambling.
Sourdough Sam looks like the Where's the Gold Pokey miner, and I now want to go buy a jersey.
And now you're going to the Super Bowl.
So that was good. But no, that game was awesome. Massive comeback from the 49ers.
Detroit was up by fucking how much?
I think they were up by 17 at one point.
One of their players was like waving to the crowd and shit.
Yeah, Eminem was there.
Yeah, he was giving
Yeah.
the finger to 49ers fans.
Um,
Big Detroit bloke.
But because it was a 49ers home game, it's obviously awesome to see him come back and then listen to the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, that was awesome. Because I didn't give a fuck who won. I
Their
was actually looking
stadiums-
forward to seeing Eminem versus Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. So I'm pissed that Detroit lost.
Do we know who
Everyone's
the...
happy to have a quick look at Eminem, but like Taylor Swift can fuck off. But Eminem, everyone's happy to cop
Yeah.
a little Eminem.
Well, if they showed Eminem 67 times each game, I'd probably be like, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of you.
But I mean, a quick look at fucking Slim. Everyone's happy with that.
Yeah.
Slim
Give
Dusty.
it a go.
Do we know who the pre or halftime show is?
It
always
would
something
definitely
big.
be out, but I have no idea. It's not for it's not this Monday, it's next Monday.
Yeah, they have
too.
a week
They
off.
always have a week off, so We'll have another RDO, so I'll definitely be tuning in.
I won't.
We might get into
I'll
a
be
bit
learning.
more of that next week because obviously, like
Yeah.
we've just said, it's not until next Monday. But boys, we've got a little UFC Fight Night card coming up this weekend, and is it Volk next weekend? Have I got that
so
right?
This isn't the card. This is like a little fight night going
Yeah, I
on.
know, but next weekend is that Volk or is it the one after?
Volk's February 17th, I'm pretty sure.
Is it? Right, so it'll be the one after,
Yeah, righto.
possibly.
Which
Three,
is shaping up to be a fucking good card. I'm pumped
isn't
for
it?
that.
Yeah, fucking oath. But what about this Fight Night card, Tommy? Before don't give away your betting strategy, but more just get into your.
Oh, look, mate. I was having a look last week, and this is when I was having to come up with a punters club, right? Punters club bet. And there's just been this thing that's caught me out on all of me multis I've put on the UFC in ages. Whenever there's a Russian bloke who doesn't have a mo on him and he has the rest of the beard going, he always fucks me multis up. So
'Cause he
I
just
spotted a
jock
couple.
sniffs?
Yeah, but does it well.
Yeah.
So I had a look last week and spotted a couple from fucking 20 out and thought, yep, look at this bloke. One of them's an underdog. One of them's a fave.
Yeah.
And I just sort of liked it. So she's the later on you'll hear about the Russian no-mo multi
Yep.
that I'm a big believer in, and it got solidified by a fortune cookie
Yes.
that I stumbled across last night. So I'll go into the bet later in the punting, but I need to tell you why you should all heavily get on me responsibly this week.
Righto.
Because
Let it rip.
after we
Let's
went
hear
to Moo Moo's last night, I had a fucking bit of a buzz on. So the missus, and she wanted a bit of dessert. I was as full as a bishop's ball bag, so I didn't get any. But I was walking through with her, and there was a couple of fortune cookies in the selection. So we got one each. I went, yeah, get us one of them. Anyway, no word of a lie. Split her open, bit into it, and fucking it literally said, the more you share, the more you have. And I just went, the more the fucking more.
Yeah.
Last week, I fucked up the dates of that fight card. It's followed through to this week. If that's not a sign that not only is that bet coming off, but the Reggies as a whole is going to kick ring this week,
Fucking
I don't
oath.
know what is. That's a fucking sign from the punting gods. I'm not a religious man, but if this comes off, the punting gods are real.
Yeah.
Not
I
a real
think
God, just
I think
punching
the
God.
two key words there, obviously the more you, but the share and the have. So you're going to share the bet.
Mate,
And we're going to share our bets so we can have more money.
it's fucking. I cannot write that. Like that just it's one of those things. You got to see it as a sign, and you got to pick
Yeah.
up on it. I was fortunate enough to pick up on it, and now we're gonna run it into the fucking ground.
Real
I
eyes
don't
up
know.
punting.
I don't know how you didn't just fucking hail a taxi and go take me straight to the Star. I am staying here for 10 hours
That's
until
real degenerate stuff.
until I have.
If
He
that's
saved
not-
the
but if
omen
that's
for
not
us.
Juju, if that's not juju, then like,
Wait.
you gotta. There's juju exists. That's juju.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And I love it how we've actually gone well last week. So it's not like we're just asking people to follow us into battle. Well, when I say we, I mean the show. You know, we're not asking people to follow us into a losing battle. We're on fire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Towels are
I've
up
got a
high.
couple of bets from last week that I'll be doing today in the punting just for listener exclusives. I think.
Oh, I
But,
love it.
It was just one of those things that I'm like, I've got to share it with the boys. It's a sign to.
yeah, fucking oath.
oath.
Well, I think on that we will move into our punting work soon. But I'm just going to grab this little standard squeeze I got in front of me. Those guys, they've supported us since day one. You know the drill now. You know how everything works. Oh, sorry. It's more just about saying to you guys, support the fellas that support us. You know, if you haven't got yourself a squeeze, go to thestandardsqueeze.com. Use the code Reggie15. You'll get 15% off at checkout. And boys, who's going to be our squeeze of the week this week? I think Ben Folkes for that attempted stumping is up there, plus he's English.
Yeah, that's great shit.
But I'm also open to other suggestions.
I'm happy with that.
Yep.
I think so too. Yeah. If you throw a poem at the squeeze segment, it's kind of fucking hard to miss regardless of what they've done.
Yeah, yeah. So that little thing, it's probably not even a thing, but it is because, you're a
They
bunch of
fucking
fucking...
made it a thing.
That's right. So
As well as the bloke ran over his own stumps and didn't realise.
yes, actually, he is definitely getting it.
Yeah.
He fucking run over the stumps. He was trying to take a ball from the outfield, Tom, and he was watching the ball running towards the... You know how they run towards the stumps and take it and then flick it around the field?
Yeah.
So he's running towards the stumps to take the ball, not looking at the stumps, and he's just taken all three of them out and
Cleaned
tripped
'em up.
over.
Steamrolled these stumps.
Man,
Just
that'll
no
rattle-
spatial
That'll
awareness.
just absolutely rattle you for the rest of the game. You'd be going, I'm such a fuckwit. Like, you know those moments? I remember one day I did a similar thing at work. Nothing to do with cricket. Similar feeling, though. I was walking from a barbecue with a whole fucking tray of snags
You've dropped them.
for the whole crew.
Oh.
And going up the stairs, my shoelace got snagged on it, and I just fucking ate shit, and the snags went all over the ground.
Did you
That's
eat them still?
heartbreaking
Surely.
stuff.
Nah, they're in the dirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
yeah,
fuckhead.
That's
Yeah.
nightmare stuff.
Yeah. So I know how that man feels.
Yeah, fuck, that is gold.
Except he went, all right, I'm just going to break the spirit of cricket after my little fall over.
Yeah. See, I just picked myself up, apologized, and fucking like didn't eat, so they had more of a slither to eat. But you know, so I can just resonate with him. That's all.
No, well, that's good. You can have this.
Got a bit of
Squeeze of the
Ben
week.
Folks in you.
This was years ago.
Yeah. Nah, once again, thanks to the guys, at Standard Squeeze. They're unreal.
And just going straight on to another legend that supports us. Every hat we wear on the show that fucking he pumps out, we wear with pride. Country Trucker Caps. Head to countrycompanies.com for the designs that Knuckles has got ready to go. There's heaps of them there. And head to the countrytruckercaps.com to design your very own hat.
Bloody oath. I think
yeah,
for me, it's
Captain of
a
the week.
real obvious one for Captain of the Week this week. Young fella named Shamar Joseph from the
Yeah.
West
Yeah.
Indies.
He's a shoo-in.
Yeah. I mean,
He deserves it.
Tom Hartley's going to think he's stiff, but he's a pom. So.
Tom Hartley wishes he was Shamar Joseph.
Yeah, bowling 148.
Yeah. After Starkey almost ripping your fucking toe off the night
Yeah,
before.
yeah. What? That's just unreal, isn't it? I just can't believe that we were 2 for 120.
Yeah.
We were 2 for
We were looking
120
good.
odd, looking like we'll just cruise to victory here. And then, like, yes, Starkey played a bad shot. Maybe one other played a bad shot, but fucking Marsh got a beauty. Travie Head got a beauty. Carey got a ripper.
Oh, didn't he?
Like, all these deliveries were getting bowled, and it was just like, fuck me dead. Is this, like, for real?
They had that bit of extra motivation, I think.
Yeah. It was good. Oh, how good was the captain at the end, too, when he did his, went up and did his speech. So Rodney Hogg.
yes, that's right.
Rodney Hogg
Ripped
has
him.
written a piece after the first test labelling the West Indies as pathetic and fuck me, I can't remember the other word, but it was 2 words. And their captain went up there and said, 2 words inspired us this week. It was pathetic and whatever the other word was. Rodney Hogg wrote a piece on us, and that's what inspired us. And then he pulled his shirt up and said, "Are these muscles big enough for you, Rodney?"
Was it pathetic and weak, maybe then?
Nah, it was pathetic and fucking, I can't remember. But yeah, good on him, just giving it back to a journalist who,
Yeah.
you know, they dish it out. They should be able to cop it.
The best response is just winning.
Yeah, bloody oath. Good on him. So yeah, well done, Shamar. We'll,
On ya.
yeah, you got captain of the week, mate.
On ya, mate.
Righto, boys. Let's get into our punt work, eh? Well, I'll just start with a couple of little things. I saw Josiah Atkinson. I think that's how you say his first name. He rocked the Moya shirt to Ellerslie boys for the Karaka Millions over in NZ. Hope you followed Keto in, is all I'll say there, because he was on fire at Ellerslie. Looked like a ripping day too. There must have been like a bit of a punting syndicate over there. If someone can explain to me how this syndicate works, it'd be great, because they had 450 grand on a 2-leg multi. It was Legato paying $1.40 into J-Max ride in the 3-year-old Millions race. Legato went down at $1.40, by the way.
Yeah.
So they was the 3-year-old Millions race, J-Max ride there, it got up. That was one of Keto's little listener exclusives. But they were standing to win like 2.4 million or something stupid. And I just want to know how it works. Like, is there thousands of people in this punting syndicate and they all put their, like, little bit of money into it? And then I don't know who decides. Like, someone explain to me how it works because that sounds fun as fuck.
It does.
Like,
Until
you
you
might as well
lose.
put your own on and get your own little share, though.
Yeah, I know. But it's funner to say I had 450 grand
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Yeah.
I get ya. The more more
Yeah. Matt Damon, the actor, he's loves his horses. He's had one run around yesterday. Went no good, but he's called it Dale after Dale Doback from Step Brothers. Yeah. Just Dale. That's it. Yeah, it went shit house.
That's fucking good. You touch my drum set.
Shit house.
Yeah, so Tommy, you've already told us this fortune cookie setup, and we'll get into your bet work. But boys, alligator blood has suffered what looks like to be a career-ending injury.
Shattering, eh?
Which is, terrible to hear, obviously, for the connections, but he's done a real strange and unique injury to his, what's it called? His pastern. So I didn't know what this was either. I had to look it up, but you could say it's the top of his foot. Like, it's not his hoof. It's the top of his foot, but it's below the fetlock, which is like your ankle bone on a horse. So, yeah, super strange one. Very sad for connections. And
Has he got his nuts still, Gropes?
no, mate, he's a gelding.
Fuck. Can't even root.
Yeah. So that'll be it for
Glue
him if that's
factory.
it. No.
No paddock, just straight glue.
I'm just joking, obviously.
Fucking oath he is just joking. That is not what happens. No, he'll have a great life, mate. He just
Someone will buy him, take him out to their
No,
paddock
it's
on a nice
the
farm.
connections will just keep him, send him to a farm
Yeah.
somewhere. He'll have a great time.
You'll have a fat old time.
Once he, fixes
So how
his
old?
foot.
How old is he?
I think he'll be turning 8, I think, this year.
Oh, so he's getting to the back
So he's
end.
getting there, yeah.
He's due for retirement soon anyway.
Well, it's been great anyway, alligator.
It has. And look, it's not completely written off, but it's 90% that he's going to be
Yeah.
retired. But boys, I'll tell you what we did do last week is we went fucking pretty well. So I am just going to let last week's printers fucking recap how we went last week.
Reginald, Ellerslie race 4, number 11, Velocious. No idea on price, it's not out yet. I can confirm he's riding for one of New Zealand's premier trainers, SB Marsh, and would have done his homework on what horse to ride. J-Mac has a great ride in the Karaka Millions 3-year-old as well, and I'd say watch him for the day. He could ride 3 or 4. Till next week, guys, happy punt and stay safe.
G'day, Reggies. Well, time for Pedro's picks. This weekend, Saturday night, we've got a 3-leg multi.
Oh, only 3?
We've got Western Sydney Wanderers to beat Western United. Wellington Phoenix to beat Newcastle Jets. Central Coast Mariners to beat Brisbane Roar. Thanks to BlueBet, that's paying about $8.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. We're off to Randwick on Saturday, race 2, horse 6, Olympic Theatre. Barry on board. He's a 6-year-old bay gelding, paying $17 a win, $4.60 a place. Jump on him, stay hard.
Reggies! So that's it, boys. Barb's' best. Sunny Coast, race 2, number 1, lead me on, $2.45. And my best value, race 7, number 1, sneak preview, $6 and $2.30 at the time of recording. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
Fucking oath, boys.
Well done, everyone except for us 3.
Yeah, did you notice that everyone got a run there except for us 3?
That's right. That's why we got them.
All 3 of our all-in legs
That's why we
down as well.
fucking hired them.
That's why they're getting paid heaps.
Nah, but hey, it was a great week. It was good. I hope I was not quietly. I wasn't happy with myself because I didn't fucking follow Pedro in, and that could have got me out of the hole.
He goes EPL, and then throw him a bit of
Well,
Australian
it was 2
soccer.
away sides that were underdogs, and I'm going. Obviously, the home and away isn't as big in the A League
No,
as it
there's not
is in
much
the
of a crowd, is
EPL.
there?
But then, it was all over once those 2 got up because the Raw were paying about $6 or something.
The thing is, if Pedro had a 3-leg snail race,
Yeah.
I'd probably still trust him.
Yeah, he knows
It doesn't matter what it is. He just somehow understands
He's 3 legs.
3 to 5 legs. Something about it, he gets it.
Righto, boys. Look, this is it. Last all-in multi. Fucking, we won't say ever, but for a while anyway. This is going to be it. So this is it. Let's fucking bring it home. And I know that I've been the one that lets it down most weeks, but this week I've just got with the fortune cookie situation. I just feel like it's going to fucking come home.
Something's
so,
in the air.
So,
Yeah, fortune.
I'll go. My bet, BlueBet All in multi. The last one. Let's do it. I am going to go to. Are they racing at Randwick or Rose Hill? I think it's Rose Hill. Race 4, horse number 3, Lady Laguna, draws gate 7, Annabelle Neesham trains. J-Mac is taking the ride.
Yes.
It's got Jace written all over it, this. You're getting $2.15. I'm obviously hitting it to win, and we're not going no places here. That's all I need to say. We all know this horse. It's won its last 2, and it runs second first up. It's 4th up now. They're always ready to peak 4th up, aren't they?
They fucking are.
They're always ready to peak. And J-Mac's on fire because he won both the feature races over there in New Zealand last week. Fucking get on. $2.15. Let's go.
Love it.
Let's go. Oh, who's going? You go, Jace.
Righto. I am heading to the Asian Cup. Got a bit of soccer going on at the moment. And the Aussies, our boys, are taking on South Korea in the quarterfinals on Saturday morning at 1:30. We're getting some good value here. $3.20 win, and I'm fucking jumping on it.
Oh,
The boys are bringing it home.
yeah, fuck yeah.
It's coming home.
All about it.
Well, on that note, we are going to the Biffin for my leg of the BlueBet All In.
Variety.
And we're going to Molly McCann versus Diana Belbita. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yep.
Apologies if I got that wrong. I barely ever
Probably
do.
have.
Molly's last 2 fights, she's lost via submission. Now she's up against a kickboxer here. Diana has got a few submission wins, but she isn't a jock sniffer of note. Looking through her stats, Diana hasn't lost yet via KO, TKO. So I think Meatball changes that and gets the stoppage to get her back in the winners column. But that's paying about $4.50 with BlueBet. I'm just going to go to win at $1.40.
Beautiful.
But, if you're feeling a bit naughty, I'm going to be throwing it on for KO. But my leg will be just for her to win at $1.40 this weekend.
Yeah,
Love it. So we got racing, a bit of soccer, and a bit of biffing.
that is unreal.
Variety.
That is great. And wait until you hear what we're doing for the very last Punters Club, boys.
Oh,
Because like we've said, we're changing the whole show up. We're going to have more segments, but they're all different. So this is your last all in, and it's going to be the last week of the fucking BlueBet Punters Club as well. It's coming up. Wait till you hear what I'm doing with that.
rightio.
Let me spray this one to you boys because I've got to go see a man about a dog,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Hit us.
But I'll hit yous with this multi and leave yous to...
The no mower?
Yeah, mate. So we got the Russian no-mo multi, boys. I don't need to say it again. It's fucking... the vibes are high. Whenever you see a Russian without a mo in the UFC, you know the bloke can scrap. A couple on this card have caught my eye. First blue, we're going Randy Brown versus Muslim Salikov. Getting some value here at $3 for Muslim to win. Couple of reasons. The last time I watched Randy Brown fight was live in WA. Jack Della Maddalena, similar to this stink, a much shorter bloke, clipped him and made him look like a baby giraffe that had just been birthed.
I remember that.
Watching UFC in recent years, I can't look past the Russian no-mo combo here. That's the first leg. Salikov to win at 3. Then we're going to Alias Scab. This is an absolute head fuck, boys. Alias Scab Cheese Rev versus Makhmud Muradov. So I'm going the Scab to get the win here, boys. This bloke is undefeated, looks like an absolute animal. He's the favorite at $1.58. Add them together in a 2-leg multi for a juicy $4.74 thanks to BlueBet. And off the back of that fortune cookie, it's just happening.
Fucking oath.
Fuck yeah.
How
Tommy.
good is that?
Nice.
I got to say, well done on the name situation there too. That was a great effort.
You had a good
There
crack,
was
mate.
no way that they were right, but you
Mate,
fucking
have
had
a
a
look
go.
at them and try yourselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm looking at it right now.
I think
Like, all respect to the boys as well. Like, I just suck at it, eh?
100%. But you gave it a go, which is what we like to see.
So
I did, boys.
you had Makhmud Muradov, you said, right?
Yeah, so no, we had
Yeah.
Alice Scab. So we're going
Yeah.
to Scab to win the second
We are
one.
on the
Alias
scab.
Scab Kizriev.
Yes.
Cheese was better.
Cheese, the cheese.
The scab cheese to wheat.
Yeah. See, you didn't just blatantly call him the wrong thing, even though you could say it right, like lots of commentators
You
do.
had a fucking crack, mate.
If you could say it right and you purposely said it wrong, that's where I have a fucking issue.
That's right.
But anyway.
No, don't do that.
So
No,
what,
you
you got to
don't.
shoot, Russ?
I got to shoot, boys. I got to go pick the missus up from the hospital. So thanks for having me. I think it went well going the first remote one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And yeah, good show, boys. I'll talk to you next. Well, I want to see you.
Fucking
Cheers,
oath.
Russ,
We'll
all
get
the
into
best.
our old boys and punters club work, and you'll just have to find out what I'm doing for the punters club via social media.
Good shit. And Reggie's right us in the battle. The fortunes are with us. The punting gods are on our side.
Fucking
See you
oath.
later.
See you,
Great
mate.
send-off.
See ya.
Righto, we'll get into our old boys work. We just had a few issues there with Tommy getting off the recording, but he's fucked off now, so we can get back into
rip
our
in.
work. We'll have a listen to the old boys. We'll start with Keto, as we always do.
Reginald's, Keto's Collectors, BlueBet All Boys heading to Caulfield on Saturday. Race 8, number 1, Road to Arataki. Proven Group 2 winner who finished her campaign last time, beaten 3.5 lengths by magic time at this track in a Group 1 race. First up on Saturday, does have big weight but looks the proven class runner. Destined to win a nice group race over the next 6 to 8 weeks, currently around the $4 mark. Bowen Tab races on Friday. Let's hope this oppressive heat we're getting pisses off and we race on what is a beautifully presented track. Storms around everywhere. There's a bit of rain predicted, but we'll be right. Anyway, Keto has been requested to pick the card. Hopefully one closer than last time. It's all about how these horses travel and handle the heat. Here we go, listeners only. Bowen, race 1, number 3, Brazen Breccia. Race 2, Blue Kentucky Moon. Race 3, Brave Missile. Race 4, Well Rested. Race 5, Ocean Emperor. Race 6, Make It Flashy. And race 7, Beyond Star. I'll be taking the win and place multis. Until next week, guys, stay safe, play hard like a true Reggie does.
Fucking
He's
oath.
back. Yeah, that was. I was going to give the little races a bit of a plug up there in Bowen. They've got a nice tab meeting Friday. They've got through the cyclone unscathed.
Weathered the storm, as some would
Yeah,
say.
some would say it weathered the storm. Yeah, they got through all that sweet. Did not really affect too many people at all in Bowen. It was more further north that there was a little bit, but all in all, I think that was one of the most pleasant
They
cyclone
did
storms
well.
that we've had. So they're on now. They're not worried about the fucking rain. They're worried about the heat. And humidity.
Imagine
It's
how humid it
insane
would
up
be
there. Yeah.
in North Queensland at the moment.
So obviously horse welfare that's paramount,
Yeah, true.
That's at the top of the list.
And the
so-
everyday punter.
Yeah, well it's the horse, it's about the horses, but
Yes, it
we've
is.
still got to go to fucking work. So
Yeah, it's
the
fucked.
jockeys can go to work themselves. It's just all about the animal. So yeah, hopefully the humidity or the heat or one of the two just fucks off and they can get their meeting on because
Hopefully.
it's good money for them. So and he's
Absolutely.
tipped the card. Well, he's trying to tip the card again. We'll post that up. We'll get that up Friday morning
Can
for
he
everybody.
have 100% strike rate again, you reckon?
Wasn't
Or-
100.
Almost.
It was
Can he
close.
get the 100 this time?
He's trying to
Sorry.
go one better.
That would be fucking ideal.
Yeah. Let's
Righto.
go with Pedro, eh?
Hear what old Pedro's got for us.
Reggies. Well, time for Pedro's picks. Short and sweet. Got a 4-leg EPL multi Saturday night coming up. Straight up, I've got Everton Tottenham. Fuck Everton and fuck Tottenham. Got a draw. Second leg, Newcastle beat Luton. Third leg, Brighton to beat Palace. Fourth leg, Fulham to beat Burnley. Thanks to BlueBet, it's paid about $18. Righto, lads. Like I said before, it's EPL. Some people fucking hate soccer. Doesn't mean you can't punt on it. Get on it, boys. Cheers.
Fuck yeah.
Another ripper.
Your fucking sound is shit.
Yeah, I don't know why that was so quiet. That was full volume.
So like I said, we've had a few difficulties here and we're playing the recordings through our phones. Should have sent it to me because I got the new fucking
Fuck
ripper
yeah,
iPhone.
bro. I should have just
man.
airdropped it to you.
Fuck
You love
yeah, you
airdrops,
should have
don't
just
you?
iPhoned it to me.
Big moto man.
Fuck, I hate iPhones. But I've got one now, so
You still
I'm
haven't
learning.
just fucking accepted it either. You
Nah.
still carry on.
Anyway, let's hear from Rocket. All the boys, quite impressed. They haven't spruiked like we would have if
No.
we had a one.
Not at all.
I bet you when we start the new segment, old boys versus young boys, then and they get
Oh,
one
there'll be a
over us,
lot of bragging
they'll
rights
be
at stake.
spruiking. Righto, go on, Rocket.
Boys, punters, Queenslanders, Rockets, Roughies, raring to go. Nice win by the old boys on last week.
There we go.
Cream always rises to the top. We're off to Rose Hill on Saturday, race 7, horse 7, built. The 4-year-old brown gelding, Waller the trainer. He's paying about $9.50 a win, $2.80 a place. I'd go half-half. He'll always get his nose in front. Jump on him, stay hard.
Spoke too soon. Well done, Rocket.
Yeah.
Could have went harder too, but no. Unfortunately for the old boys, the new segment hasn't started yet. So
It's true.
you're not in front. But no, awesome to see. That was so good. Just it's always nice when you get the whole team, well, most of the team.
Yeah.
And there's a heap of winners. You know, it just makes us feel good. It makes
You're
us feel
all
like
on a high.
we're providing something for the listeners.
You don't
'cause-
tower over one another. You're up there at the
yeah,
top together.
We love it. Now, I would normally do the Punters Club now, but I need Barbs to go first because fucking he might have something to do with the Punters Club. So
Right.
we'll go with Barbary. He had a good win. He was, he definitely wasn't stiff with his best bet. It was just not good enough. Run second though, and then his best value got up.
Like I said, his value always gets up over his best.
He's back.
Reggies! Woof, woof, woof. Righto, lads.
about the
Hopefully I get
bark.
a pass mark this week and, a first and a second. Well done to Keats, tipping the Karaka Millions double. Rocket running into a drum at about fucking $4, mind you, for the punters. And Pedro just producing with the three-legger. Well done, old boys. And thanks to Rodney Woods on the RRLC. He's going to keep this blue cattle dog in kibble for a fucking week. Anyway, lads, on to this week. And once again, slim fucking pickings, boys. I think we're in for a lean couple of weeks as we build up to this carnival that's about to kick off sort of towards the middle of February. But, nothing really stood out to me at any real value this week. But so we're a bit light on. But I think the one I'm making me best is an absolute cracker of a bet, so I'm just going to go with it. And we're staying in Brizzy for me best, and it comes up in the last of the day. So whatever you've lost all day, double it, triple it, and have the whole fucking lot on Daytona Bay. That's it, lads. Eagle Farm, race 10, number 1. This gelded son of American Pharaoh was awesome at his Queensland debut a few weeks back. He'll strip a hell of a lot fitter here. The step to 1400 looks ideal. The Kelly Sweeter stable is absolutely low flying. Seriously, last week I heard he's been taking them out to the airports to gallop. That's how fucking good they're going. Jimmy Orman will take the reins. He's the best going around in Brisbane at the moment. Do you need any more fucking convincing? Anyway, boys, that's it. Eagle Farm, race 10, number 1, Barbs' best, Daytona Bay. 380 at the time of recording. Keep it stiff, lads. Happy punting.
Glorious, Barbs. That could not be better for what's about to happen. That is
Perfect.
just fucking awesome.
Played out perfect for you, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
What was it? Daytona Bay, race 10, Eagle Farm. Is that what he said?
Yes, the last in
Right.
Brizzy, because he said double, triple, or whatever you've got.
Yeah.
Moya.
Right.
Just quietly.
The BlueBet Punters Club, we're going to end it just because we've got heaps of new segments. Everything's coming to the front next week when we drop our first Friday morning punters horse racing show. So, what we're doing with our last $100 for the Punters Club is we're going the all-in, so all of our best, including Barb's best, obviously, in a multi, 100 on it.
Oh,
So, we've got Lady Laguna to win, Aussies to win in the Asian Cup. Is it the Asian Cup, actually?
Yeah,
It's not a
the Asian
qualifier
Cup.
or anything?
No, it's the
To beat
quarterfinals.
Korea.
To beat South Korea.
Molly McCann to win and Daytona Bay to win at Eagle Farm in the last.
Wow.
Multi it up, 100 on it. fucking, I've just got a good feeling.
That
eh?
is fucking unreal.
Yeah.
We talk about Omen, the Moya little fortune cookie, and
Yeah.
you've just gone, righto, the boys are going out with a fucking bang, and I'm not missing $1 of it.
Yes. This will be awesome
that's good.
if this is our last bet for the Punters Club because it'll just print, obviously.
We'll have heavy pockets.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing for the Punters Club
Fuck, I
this
love
week.
that.
Fucking oath. And if it comes off, we'll say, why didn't we do it more?
When you said like you were hyping up for what you're going to do, I was like, oh, he's going with the old 100 on the nose formula.
Nah.
Going out bang. You've just fucking watched this.
Yeah, well, that's why we had to hear Barb's first because I needed to know his best.
Yeah, you
and
needed.
shit.
That makes sense now.
Fuck yeah, that was prime. Well, hopefully we've had a good show with Tommy being remote.
I think we've done well.
No one will even know about the issues when you listen to this in the morning.
Nah,
But
you
we've
won't.
had a few, don't you fucking McWorry?
Fucking oath.
Yeah, next week's the start of the split show, so we won't see you next Thursday morning. We'll see you next fucking Wednesday morning.
Fucking oath.
Rip
Hooroo,
in.
lads.